It's time for me to have a little pep talk with myself. I've spent such a big portion of my life wishing and wanting for more. Wanting and wishing for something that I can fix. I have yet to fix it. I am 39 years old. My weight has been like this my whole life. I've had stretches where it's like been a year, maybe 2 years, where I got my weight down and it always comes back. And as I look back, I've spent so much of my time wishing and wanting, buying clothes that are too small for me, saying, oh, okay, well, when I lose weight. I've wasted so much time putting all of this energy into trying to get the weight off. You know, I'm glad that at least I'm wanting to get there. It's really sinking in how much time of my life I've spent working to like lose the weight over and over again, wanting to be able to fit into clothes, wanting to feel good in my own skin, and all of that energy I could be putting towards building my career, learning something new, whatever I want for my life. I could be putting energy into that. Instead, I spend so much time going back and forth with my weight loss, and I'm just like, y'all, I've got to get my stuff together. This is too much. For me, this is too much. Like, I've got to get it together. I don't know how much time I have left, but I don't want to spend the rest of it trying to lose weight. Spending so much time and effort and energy on trying to lose weight, and I'm going to figure this thing out. It's kind of sad. I've spent a lot of time, I think, turning away from social events. Don't get me wrong, I still go and spend time with my family and friends and am sociable, but I think looking back, I probably have turned away from more events than I would have if I was in shape, if I had the energy, if I wasn't, tired of rotating between the same 5 shirts because I refused to buy a full wardrobe of a larger size because I just want to fit in cute clothes. I want to go shopping again. My personal preference is that the best accessory in the wardrobe is your own body. Every time I've lost weight, I'm like, oh man, like I can actually like try on clothes and things are look the way I want them to look. It's so much less frustrating. I hate that I've probably turned away from social events because I don't have the energy, because I just can't find anything to wear, and it's exhausting to find something that looks okay and you still want to feel cute, but you never really feel cute. It's just like, I've spent so much of my life doing this and I'm missing out on things, and I still have fun, but I think I probably would have more fun. I'm like missing out on some things because part of me is always like, like having to worry about my shirt or feeling tired or needing to sit down. So where this is all coming from, we went to a Braves game this past week and we had a blast. I had such a blast, but so many times throughout the trip, I just was like disappointed in myself. I'm like, Sherlina, you've got to get your stuff together. I've got to get take care of my business. I've got to get it together, because so many times things would pop up that was about my weight in my head, and I'm just like, man, I've got to get it together. I'm missing out on a little bit of happiness because I'm disappointed in myself, and it's nothing I can blame on anybody else. It's my own doing, and I don't fault myself for it because I am trying to figure it out. If I knew better, I would do better, but I'm done. Like, I've got to figure this out. Like, I don't want to spend any more time on this than I need to. It's the same story, and I've got to change it. Like, every time we got ready to go out for the day, none of my clothes I like. And when you're out and about in social situations, like, you want to feel good in your clothes. Nothing looks right. I just feel like I look big, and you want to feel good about yourself. You want to feel like you look good. And then having the energy, my feet were hurting because I do carry so much extra weight. My natural weight is probably 110, 115 because I'm shorter. I'm carrying around probably extra 70, 80 pounds. So walking around all day, my feet were hurting and I was tired. It was kind of hard for me to like power through. There's so many times those things would show up. I've got to get it together, you guys. Sorry, my phone keeps overheating, but I'm really in control of my own happiness. If I'm not like waking up for the most part each day, like excited for life, excited to get out there, learn something new, grow as a person, what's going to happen today, all of that stuff, then something's not right for me. Or it's some sort of belief that I'm wrong about. There's something internally that needs to be changed. And for me, I think it's changing the amount of mental energy I put on myself. A big, I think, kind of learning point last week, because I was saying, you know, we just have to like trust, even though it kind of feels like super selfish and the wrong thing to do. Putting ourselves first makes everything else around us better. We're better for other people. I think this was in Conversations with God. They said the best thing you can do for the people you love in your life is be your best self. Even though it's kind of like hard to swallow, I've just got to trust it. And I think that was a good pivotal point for me, because I notice now I'm starting to spend more energy on myself. It's even hard to say that, but it feels good. I feel better. Last week I was just kind of like going through the motions. Now I'm starting to like live it and feel better because of it, and see the results in my life around me. I think maybe that's where the mental source of my weight gain was from, because I was not pouring that energy into myself. And it's just kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy when we don't show ourselves that kind of level of putting ourselves first. It just is a self-reflection of what's going on internally, I believe. And without me putting enough mental energy just on me and who I want to be and who I want to become and grow and learn and what kind of person I am, I think it's been reflecting in my weight. I feel a shift now that I'm actually putting energy on myself, even though it's hard sometimes, just trusting, like, I've got to just do it, just go through the motions, and it's starting to feel a lot better. It's all about the self-love. When we take care of ourselves in here, it shows out there. And also I saw on Joe Rogan, they were talking about working out, and it's like, it's about having respect for yourself. And I've started doing that in the gym too. It's about showing up for yourself and having the respect for yourself. When I'm in the gym and I know I want to stop, but I push myself to go another rep, another 2 reps. So when it's like, oh, I want to stop, and I get up there and I show myself that respect. But when you're putting yourself first, when I'm putting myself first, I feel the internal shift, and that's what figuring it out has always been for me. I know it's something internal that changes, because most of the time when somebody loses a lot of weight, it's usually there's something going on internally. There's an external force. Usually it's like a breakup or a health issue or something that changes the internal. It makes the internal shift. For me, I think that's what it is putting all of the shift, all of my mental energy on myself, and thinking about growing and becoming this person and where I want to be. And I think that's what all of this has been about, figuring that out. I'm a big believer that if we feel good or if we feel bad, I feel like that's our internal compass. If we feel good, then keep doing what we're doing. If we feel bad, something's being missed, something's not right. And so I'm gonna keep doing this. I hope this is it. So as far as my update on OMAD, we went to the Braves game, so I totally didn't do my OMAD, but I didn't plan on it. You know, on vacation, I just want to go enjoy. Especially, I love to go like try new places to eat, all of that stuff. Even though I would have loved to say, oh, I did OMAD even while I was on vacation. For me, this is a long game now. This is not trying to hit it by a certain date. This is changing my life. That means playing the long game, not trying to take shortcuts, because I think we miss stuff. We miss lessons. We miss internal shifts when we try to shortcut it. It doesn't allow us to go through the work. So with that being said, Saturday, I'm back here at my running place. I'm gonna go for my run, and hopefully I can get back up to 3 miles. Needless to say, I'm at a new high, which is 194.4. which is of course because going to the Braves game. But so that will be my new high weight, 194.4, and then, but hopefully next week we'll have some better numbers. So thank you guys so much for listening to my pep talk to myself. I hope this means that I'm coming to a turning point. Thank you guys so much for listening to me, for being on this journey with me. I know some of you guys are doing OMAD. I know some of you guys are doing different kinds of intermittent fasting. It's so exciting to hear about it. So please keep sharing the stories. Yeah, thank you guys for being here with me, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Mwah.